Yo, what's going on, guys? And today I wanted to talk about the Golden State Warriors. Let me hear those comments down below. What do you guys think of the signings of Otto Porter Jr. and Nemanja? Is it Bjelica? He's first signed with the Timberwolves, then he went to the Kings, then he went to the Heat, and I'm a huge fan of Nemanja. He was the EuroLeague MVP. I'm a T-Wolves fan. I've always just struggled with saying his name because he's shout out Yugoslavia. My grandfather is from Yugoslavia. Technically, he was born in Macedonia, but this isn't even what the video is about. Let me just talk about the Warriors, and let me hear those beautiful comments. Okay, my ADHD was going off. And this team I love. They got rid of Allen, and they waived him. So now the team is Juan Toscano Anderson, Eric Pascal, Michael Mulder, Damian Lee, Gary Payton II, Jordan Poole, Kevon, or is it Kevon? I heard someone tell me, explain. I've been saying it wrong, and I can't remember. It's Looney. I'm just going to say it there. Someone told me I've been saying Kevon wrong, but James Wiseman, Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins, Klay Thompson, Stephen Curry, Otto Porter, and Nemanja. Okay, so the starting lineup's probably going to be Curry, Thompson, Wiggins, Green, Wiseman. Off the bench, probably going to be center, I'm going with Looney. Power forward, I would go Pascal with Nemanja backing him up, rotating right there. Then you go small forward, obviously. At this point, it would either be Otto or also in there's Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody. So I think Jonathan Kuminga is going to get less playing time than Moses Moody. I think Moses Moody is more ready to play than Jonathan Kuminga, in my opinion, because he was the go-to guy at Arkansas. So I think it's going to be Otto Porter Jr. at small forward. Shooting guard, I think they're going to rotate between Moody, Jordan Poole, Damian Lee, and maybe Gary Payton II. And also in the small forward position with Otto Porter, I think Juan Toscano Anderson is going to be rotating with him. And maybe you have Jonathan Kuminga also rotating behind, getting a little bit of less minutes. And then at point guard is where they have the least amount of depth because Gary Payton II and Michael Mulder are your only really they're more combo guards with point guard like skills who are undersized combo guards, in my opinion. So I think I look at this team and I'm like, look, we need a point guard. And I was talking about this. I think Spencer Dinwiddie's off the board. Dennis Schroeder's probably too expensive for them if I'm going to be realistic. I love Spencer Dinwiddie. Not Spencer Dinwiddie. My apology. Dennis Schroeder. I think he'd be the perfect sixth man for the Golden State Warriors. Holy crap, that guy would win sixth man of the year if he was the Golden State Warriors sixth man, and he'd be the perfect backup. But price range, unless he just takes a minimum and, passes up, probably one of the last times that he could maybe get overpaid, I would say it's very unlikely that Dennis Schroeder takes little money to go to the Warriors unless winning is that important. But it didn't seem like it when he was on the Lakers because, come on, kind of sucked on the Lakers. So that brings me to a few guys that I think could help out. Is Reggie Jackson. He undoubtedly raised his price tag with a great playoff. He was averaging 18 points a game, shooting 45% from the field and over 40% from three. He was great. And look, Ish Smith, I think would be great. He's improved as a shooter, shooting almost 37% for the past 2 years. And he's still one of the quickest players in the league when he has the ball in his hands. He's a great playmaker. He's going to be a guy who can get you 8 points a night with, 5 assists and 4 rebounds and maybe a steal. There's Patty Mills, who's a great shooter, phenomenal shooter. And my girlfriend just texted me, who's a phenomenal shooter, and he's a little older. He's got a quick jumper and a high release. He's not really as good as a passer as Ish Smith, or a defender, but he'll get points off the bench. So that's why I don't think Patty Mills is likely. Alfred Payton, he's a limited shooter, but he's a guy who's quick, got great floor vision, and he's a great defender, and he can guard ones, twos, and probably some threes. But again, terrible shooter. If you believe he can fix his shot, then go for it. Raul Neto was somebody I think they like. He's a good defender. He's more of a combo guard than a point guard, but he can score. He had a career year last year, and I think he'd be great. Isaiah Thomas is out there, but he seems like he's going to back to Boston. So I think Jeff Teague or Mike James is somebody they could go. Shane Larkin, I really like. Tyler Dorsey, somebody they could bring in too. He's played in the EuroLeague for the past couple of years, but he'd be somebody I think people would really like. So let me hear those fabulous opinions down below. If you were the Golden State Warriors, what would you do? I mean, there's still Kelly Oubre, who they could sign and trade to the San Antonio Spurs. I hope the Spurs do get Lauri Markkanen, because for me, that would be sick. Huge. I'm not a huge Lauri Markkanen fan, but it's fun to see when a team does have success, or like turn their day around, I guess you could say. But yeah, so I want to hear those beautiful opinions down below. Go check out the rest of my stuff. I don't know if this video is over yet, but we are wrapping it up. Again, I think the Golden State Warriors just need to get a backup, point guard. Kind of like a sixth man, really. I really think Dennis Schroeder, if they could somehow get him to take a pay cut, I think he would legitimately be a sixth man of the year candidate if he came to the Warriors. Yeah, the Warriors. I don't know why I was messing up with that. But yeah, let me hear his thoughts. That's it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoy. Peace. Oh.